to join me on a massive train journey from Tokyo to Kyoto, and not by Shinkansen, but by local trains. Because I'm gonna spend under $20 to get to Kyoto. It's gonna be about 10 hours. Let's go, train number 1. Currently at Tokyo Station, so there are so many trains coming in and out, rapid trains, Shinkansen, and also local ones. So our first journey takes us to Atami, which is about 2 hours, and it's a straight shot. And from there, we'll have a bit of a lunch break and then continue taking some more trains. The station Toyohashi is one of my favorite budget-friendly ways to travel all across Japan because it only costs 84 USD for 5 days of unlimited travel on JR local and rapid trains. So if you break that down, that's only about $14 to $15 per day USD. It's named after the youth who love using it, and it is not available all year. You can purchase it at JR stations during the summer, winter, and spring seasons. The best part about this ticket is that you can actually share it with your friends, and it doesn't need to be used on consecutive days either, like the JR pass. You do need to use all 5 tickets during the period of use though, so be careful. Getting out of Tokyo, it's a lot of people commuting to work, salarymen, and just, you know, daily life here. But once we get out of the city, it should quiet down. I'm looking forward to the train becoming empty and nice and quiet, and just looking out at the scenery, because right now it's just very much city life. And today I'm not a salaryman, I am just a traveler.
I'm here, the only person crazy enough to do this 8-hour local train ride with Sarah. She wrote me into it with promises of fun and adventure and whimsy.
I'm very grateful to have you, my train journey buddy.
Let's see the ultimate friendship test. Can you survive 8 hours?
That's actually really good,
on
yeah.
A train? That's how you know you're true friends, if we, you know, still like each other by the end of this.
I've only been on the train for like 10 minutes and I already ran out of, I drank all this water, which is also bad because there's no toilets, but then I ran off at Kawasaki to get another bottle of water, which is a little stressful, so make sure you stock up on fluid. For today's journey, there will be 7 norikaya, so 7 transfers, which is not too bad if you ask me. Traveling halfway across the country and only 7 transfers? Piece of cake. We'll be going from Tokyo to Atami to Numazu, Toyohashi to Maibara to Kyoto. It's more like you have to stay aware and awake so that you don't miss your connecting train, because especially when you're out there in the countryside, there are not a lot of like options. So if you miss one, you might be, you know, hanging around for 1 hour, 2 hours. That's what I've got to be careful of today. I just realized we'll probably get to see Mount Fuji today if it's a clear day.
Yay, and we'll have longer because the Shinkansen is so fast, you miss it quickly.
That's a good point.
But this train, it's so slow.
Fingers crossed.
Although a rainy train ride for a bit
would be a bit moody, yeah. Because we're moving like throughout Japan, there's like mountains. Not only does the scenery change, but the weather is very like up and down. Made it to Atami.
Stop 1.
Yay! And we're gonna grab lunch. I'm feeling pretty good so far. How about you?
Yeah, it's easy. First hour is easy.
It is. I'm hungry though. We're both pretty hungry.
Yes.
This journey is slightly more difficult because we're staying in Kyoto for a week, so we both have suitcases and big backpacks. If you do want to do these long trips, I recommend packing light, and summer is the best time to do it because you don't need to bring a lot of, you know, heavy clothes. Really important to not lose this ticket, and I'm responsible for like 5 days worth of travel, which is about like $120, so I feel stressed. What if I lose it?
Do you want me to take it? Don't worry.
So we're in Atami, which is a small seaside town, and it's famous for its onsen as well as seafood.
Which we're doing neither.
Yeah, we're not doing either. It's also perfect if you're on this journey to just get like a quick bite to eat. And so there's like this shopping street, the Shotengai, and they have lots of different food options, snacks, souvenirs, and we've come to a little keishoku yasan, so like a set menu place to get some noodles. Oh, here's Alyssa's dish. I went for some cold udon noodles because it is the peak of summer here and the trains are quite hot, to be honest, and you've gone the opposite.
I always get hot, Sarah usually gets cold.
Yep. We have just under 15 minutes left till we have to catch our next connecting train, because if we miss that we might not make it to Kyoto in time, essentially, with like toilet breaks and other breaks included. So let's dig in. Itadakimasu. For these cold noodles, it's zaru, so we're dipping it in here. I've got like a kind of soy sauce broth with some green onion as well as ginger. This is gonna have to keep us energized for almost the rest of the trip. It's actually isn't my first time doing the Seishun Toyohashi journey. The first time when I did it, I actually went from Kyoto to Tokyo and I stopped off at Atami, and Atami has this really famous pudding shop and I recommend it if you do take this journey. It's just something to keep you powered on the train.
So I love ordering after Sarah because she goes and talks all in Japanese and then I just go up next and I'm like, yeah, it's the same, please.
But yeah, we got it.
You can get like a freezer pack with them.
Yeah.
I didn't realize too.
Yeah, for just like an extra 50 yen because we're not going to eat it till we're on the train and settled, so give you a spoon and everything.
Oh, nice.
Time for our second train of the day. We're going from Atami to a station which I can't read. We're going Atami to one station for 18 minutes and then another train for 3 hours after that to Toyohashi. And now we're going on an orange train. This should be a lot emptier than the previous Tokyo train because there's not that many people. Oh, there's some people waving to me, hello! And I should get on before this train leaves without me.
Seats have been upgraded, they're comfier. There's more of a cushion, there's an indent. I'm hoping by each new train the seats get better and better. By the end, I want to just have like the throne, where we can just sit in a throne as we arrive into Kyoto.
We need to take a Shinkansen then.
That was my suggestion.
Yeah, well, on the way home we'll take a Shinkansen.
Yeah, that is true.
But this is so budget friendly. Like, honestly, I looked at the rate. It's only 14 USD, like $14.
Insane. That's way cheaper than any bus you can take to Kyoto.
Yeah, because we were just talking earlier about how like if you take a bus, of course you can just like zone out. But with this, you always gotta be like alert. Whereas for the bus, they just do everything. They make all the decisions for you. So here's my pudding. Oh, see, we get a spoon and we have like a separate thing for the sauce, the caramel sauce, and it's in the shape of a hippo. Kawaii. Also, these are what we paid extra for, 50 yen to just like get these frozen packs, and it keeps it cold, like it's very cold. I was worried about not having toilets on the next train, and so I asked the train conductor and he looked into it for me, and there are toilets on the next train, but we have to wait an hour. So that's a real big relief because I like to drink a lot of fluid, especially because it's so hot, and now I can't go to the toilet. Just made that connection. It was luckily the same platform, but we had to like, we're at the opposite side of the train, like there were less carriages, so we kind of had to dash a bit. And it's very full, surprisingly.
Yeah, so much for like empty country trains, like it's been pretty full.
Yeah, I guess because we're still at the beginning of the journey, I honestly thought it would be quite empty, but there's a lot of people, like students.
Turns out people live in other places besides just Tokyo.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Who would have known? My recommendation when taking the train is stand up and go get a view at the front of the train. You can see the conductor, you can see the train driver, and you get a really cool view of like the train tracks and just going around the curves, as well as spotting Mount Fuji. He is covered by a few clouds, but he's there and the clouds themselves look really fluffy, so it's a cool view. Update, I am very sleepy, but Alyssa's still fine.
Oh, I had 2 cups of coffee. So
I was worried about toilet situation and didn't have any coffee.
that is true. You need the toilet quite frequently on these trips.
Yeah, I will, you know, let myself take a nap.
Yeah, you can
wake me up. You have to control the day.
Great, great. You can join like the dozens of Japanese people like also taking a nap.
Yeah. For a bit of new scenery, we stopped at Shizuoka, the first big city in a long time.
Its slogan is Dare to Dream.
Where did you read that?
On a building.
Oh, they just attached another train carriage to the back of our previous train, and now there's a toilet. I'm so excited. This makes the journey so much easier. So even though it's a 3-hour train, now I can just go to the toilet whenever. More enjoyable now that the trains have completely emptied out, and the scenery is quite different too. There's a lot of traditional houses, there's a lot of like farming. There was a really deep blue ocean that we just zipped by. Of course there was another tunnel, but the sun is shining and the weather has once again taken a 360 or 180. 360? I guess we started with sun. So yeah, 360. Time to enjoy my pudding. I'm very excited. Alyssa's also filming a video on the train. It's how to entertain yourself. And the pudding is part of it.
Pudding is a good way to entertain yourself. I've already started my pudding too.
How is it?
I mean, this is easily the best pudding I've ever had in Japan. You know what? Pro tip, unpopular opinion. I think it's better without the caramel on top.
There's literally the fluffiest cloud out over there. Oh my gosh, it's like marshmallows. And the skies are so blue now. I love this. Because we're traveling through Shizuoka right now, there's actually a lot of green tea fields. It's cool because each prefecture has something they're famous for and you can really see it. I'm so happy it's sunny and bright because if it was rainy, you know, everything would look a bit more dull. But we got our one moment of rain.
I think this pass is worth it if you have a lot of time but not a lot of money. The Shinkansen is valuable if you have more money and not as much time. Or if you really love trains and you really just kind of want to sit on a train all day, then I think this is definitely a great way to do it. But if you're only here for like a week, probably not. We're halfway there!
Yay!
Yay! I'm so Genki. How are you doing?
I'm crashing.
I think this was a great idea, this 8-hour train ride. I'm having just a great time.
I'm enjoying it, but I didn't get enough sleep and I didn't get a coffee and I'm just like dying now.
I've had 2 coffees, so...
This is the reality. I'm happy but dead.
I think that's a metal band I like, so...
Before this train trip, I downloaded all the Animal Crossing sounds and songs, so I'm just gonna vibe and zone out and listen to some bops. Made it to Toyohashi and I'm feeling a lot more awake now. I think now that we've got something to do, the train doesn't leave for another 10 minutes. And there's actually a lot here. I thought it would be a little more inaka, but there's like a Seijoishi supermarket, so a fancy supermarket, some restaurants like Pronto. So let's stock up a little bit. I think Alyssa's good, but I will grab something.
Yeah, I don't like snacks, really, so.
But it's another 2 hours on the next train, which I don't know if there'll be a toilet, but I really hope so, because I want some orange juice. This is actually a pretty reasonable transfer. We had 12 minutes, and that's pretty good. The ones that are not fun are when it's like under 5 minutes. And there's actually a cool viewing platform.
I had the same thought, it's a cool...
If you do carry a lot of stuff, like a suitcase, keep in mind that the transfer times on Google Maps and then also the train apps here don't incorporate like taking the escalator or elevator. It's literally like going straight up the stairs. It can be something where you'll find yourself in a bit of trouble. I'm out of breath though, it's very like humid. This time we've got an orange train. I feel like there's a lot of orange ones. Because they're all JR, the colors will kind of overlap, I feel, and the designs are pretty similar. But this one...
Look fancy.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah! I'm excited. And it feels air conditioned. The cool thing about this train is that they have seats for 4 people and you can move it literally so that you can have more space and then have your party of 4 or 2, because if you have a lot of luggage, these are perfect as well. And we both get window seats. It's really cozy, comfy. This is actually kind of like a common train I feel in Kansai, like I guess because this heads to Maibara, which is in Shiga. It's currently 4:30 and I think we're gonna get there just after 8 p.m. We're on track. I'm really proud of us. The adrenaline's coming back. We power on. Next train to Maibara, and I can see the sun slowly setting and the clouds are coming in. It's so beautiful. This is my favorite. Honestly, I love this train. Look, I can just lie back, look out the window. I'm surprised how tired I am. I think you just really need a good night's rest before doing this kind of journey. Otherwise, I'd be having a beer. The guy behind me, I heard him, like as soon as he sat down, he was like, I'm really enjoying this seat. It's so comfortable. It's almost like we're in a Shinkansen, you know? The local train tracks are like almost parallel to the Shinkansen tracks, so you just see it whooshing by every now and then. Also surprisingly sunny enough to now, you know, put on sunglasses. It was so bright I couldn't look out the window. The sun is setting. We've almost made it through the day. I actually thought we were nearly there, but I looked at Google Maps and we weren't even past Nagoya yet. And Nagoya's kind of like, for me, oh, we're almost, you know, we're past that, we're getting there. Not quite. Up bunch of people just got on at Nagoya station and it's like a packed train. Feels like we're back in Tokyo. I'm sure it will once again reduce the closer we get to Shiga. Yeah, it's just up and down all day. Busy, quiet, busy, quiet. Bye Nagoya. If you take the trip starting from Kyoto and go to Tokyo, I recommend stopping at Nagoya for lunch, and they have like a special like miso dish here. I think I got miso nikomi udon last time I did it. Just staring out the window, I spotted Shiba Inu walking through this green rice field with its owner, and I was like, Shiba! And that's the second one I've spotted from the train in the distance. Alyssa just keeps spotting trains, which in my opinion isn't as impressive.
We were playing a game called My Train where we're trying to spot the most trains. Sarah was just losing so bad she switched to Shiba Inu. This is basically what happened.
I spotted the only Shinkansen,
No,
so
that's not,
nah. The scenery is some of my favorite now. You can tell the difference of like each region, I feel. I just went to Hokkaido and the houses there are completely different as well. So this area that we're passing through now, beyond Gifu, also gets a lot of heavy snow, so you can see that their roofs are all very like slanted, so of course the snow doesn't just stick there. I'm going to be treated to a sunset, but it is happening on the other side of the train. One thing I will mention is that a lot of Japanese people don't like the sun in their eyes or like on them, so they'll pull the blinds down, but I love having the blinds, you know, obviously up so I can look out the window, because that's why I'm on this train, because I love trains and views. Part of the Your Name movie was actually set in Gifu, which is where we're passing through right now, and it really reminds me of it, and that's why I'm listening to the playlist. It's such a beautiful area. The mountains and the sun setting. So mysterious, so Japan. Good news, we're on our final train headed to Kyoto. Just under 2 hours. Once again, this is a nice train. We've got 4-seaters and it's really spacious and it's surprisingly quiet. We're off. I'm super excited. I haven't been to Kyoto for 3 months. It's not that long, but I love it. It's like a second home to me and I can't wait.
So close. Kyoto's the next station.
Yay!
Quick test. Are we still friends? Do we still like each other?
3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Our final train and it's off and we're on the platform because we made it to Kyoto.
11 hours later.
Woo! High five! That was a journey.
That was, although it's not really too bad. I was not that tired pretty much through the whole thing, so.
I went up and down, but now that we've arrived, I'm feeling very energetic, very happy, and I'm gonna say it. Tadaima, Kyoto.
Okay.
That was the Seishun Juhachi Kippu adventure. Let me know if you would like to try this and where I should go next, because this pass is still available for a few more weeks. And I'm ready to go to bed.
Eat dinner, maybe.
As well.
First. Yeah.
But thanks for watching, and I'll see you somewhere else on a train. Bye.